So next is the cartilage. Okay, so next we will go with the cartilage. So this cartilage are firmer tissues. Okay, when we compared with the what we say areolar, adipose, okay, dense, okay, all those things we have seen some matrices, whereas here in hyaline cartilages they are seen they are like firmer tissues than other connective tissues, and they also have the cells known as chondrocytes. They have the cells known as chondrocytes. Okay, next these are again divided into three types, that is the hyaline cartilage, the fibrocartilage, and the elastic fibrocartilage. We say this as elastic fibrocartilage. Okay, so all these three things can be seen in the cartilages. First, coming to the hyaline cartilage. When we see the hyaline cartilage, so it appears as a smooth bluish white tissue. It appears as a smooth bluish white tissue. The chondrocytes are in small groups. Here in this, the chondrocytes can be seen as small groups within the cells. Okay, cell nests. The inside the cell, the chondrocytes are present. Okay, cell nests, these are known as cell nests. Okay, so these are seen as a small group. The chondrocytes are seen as small groups within cell nests, and the matrix is very solid. Okay, very solid but are smooth. And what is the main functions? So these can be seen, these hyaline cartilages can be seen as the surface of the parts on the surface of the parts of the bones, and these are seen as these are seen forming the costal cartilages. Costal cartilages means which attach the ribs to the sternum. Okay, the hyaline cartilages forming the costal cartilages which attach the ribs to the sternum. Next is the forming of the larynx, trachea, bronchi. So all those areas we can see the hyaline cartilage. Next we will go through the fibrocartilage. Okay, next we will go to the fibrocartilage. This consists of dense masses of white collagen fibers. So here we see the collagen fibers. Next, the matrix is similar to that of the hyaline cartilage. Okay, so here also it is completely firm condition. It is tough, slightly flexible tissue. Okay, tough but slightly flexible tissue. Next, where these are seen, so these are generally seen in the surfaces of the bones of the knee joints. Okay, these are generally seen in the knee joints. Next, bony sockets of the hip and shoulder joints. Okay, so all these areas we can see this type of fibrocartilages. Next is the elastic fibrocartilages. Okay, or you can also say elastic cartilage. Okay, so these are also flexible tissues of yellow elastic fibers lying in the solid matrix. Here the matrix is very solid in nature. Okay, and the cells lie between the fibers. The cells lie between the elastic fibers. The chondrocytes are seen between the elastic fibers, right? So where these are been located. So these are generally located in the pinna or lobe of the ear, the epiglottis. Okay, next the blood vessel walls. So there we can see this type of things. Next is the bone tissue. Okay, when we coming to bone we know bone is a connective tissue with cells surrounded by matrix of collagen fibers. Okay, they provide strength with the help of inorganic salts like calcium, potassium, all those things, right? So the bone also considered as the capacity for growth in the first 2 decades of our life. We already know that, right? Regeneration throughout and for the regeneration of throughout our life. Next, there are generally we can see 2 types, that is the compact bone and the spongy bone. Okay, the compact bone and the spongy bone. So compact bone is solid and dense in appearance. Whereas spongy, you can see it as it is like a honeycomb model, right? So it is spongy in appearance, or it is like honeycomb. Okay, so So we can see this contains the osteocytes, osteone, right? The osteocytes are been present. So all those things. Next, we already know what these are helpful for. So they bring, like, they are helpful for bringing the strength to the bones, and they are helpful for the supporting of our body. All right. So, and next we have the so this is regarding the connective tissues. So all this you need to remember. Okay, areolar, adipose, okay, dense connective tissues. Next, again, cartilages. In that hyaline cartilage, fibrocartilage and elastic cartilage. Again, in bone, compact bone and spongy bone. And also we have bone connective tissue and lymph connective tissue. So almost we have 7 in this. 7 categories in our connective tissue, that is the loose connective tissue, adipose connective tissue. In adipose we have studied the white and brown. Next, dense connective tissue we have studied the fibrous and elastic, blood, lymphoid. Cartilages we have studied hyaline, fibro and elastic cartilages, and bone we have studied the compact or spongy. Spongy is also known as here I have already written, it is also known as cancellous. Okay, it is also known as cancellous bone. Okay, bone tissue. So that is about the connective tissue. Next we'll go with the muscular tissue, that is the skeletal, smooth and cardiac. Okay, that is the skeletal, right? Skeletal, cardiac, smooth. Okay, these are the 3 types of muscle tissues. So these generally are 3 types of muscle tissues, which consists of specialized contractile cells. Okay, they have specialized contractile cells. So firstly we will go with the skeletal. Here they have given skeletal muscles move or stabilize the position of the skeleton, guard entrance and exit of the digestive, respiratory and urinary tracts, generate heat and protect internal organs. So these are generally where they are located and what are the functions, right? So the skeletal muscles are seen having striations or stripes. The lines are seen, no? So those are known as striations or stripes, or these are voluntary muscles. Okay, voluntary muscles, we can only move them. Okay, it is called voluntary because the contraction is under our control. Okay, next, the cells which are present inside. Okay, the cells which are present inside are generally cylindrical in shape and may be as long as 35 centimeters. Okay, so each cell is generally called as muscle fiber. This we have already studied. These all things we have already studied, right? It has several nuclei situated under the sarcolemma or cell membrane of each fiber. So here you can see the nuclei are present, right? So beneath the sarcolemma, each cell membrane is having their nuclei. So that is about the the skeletal muscle, right? So the muscles we have already seen, they have the dark bands, light bands. We have seen all those things, no? No need to explain regarding that much, no need of having that much depth in this. So where they are present and what are their functions. The skeletal muscles move or stabilize the position of the skeleton. They guard entrance and exit of the digestive, respiratory and urinary tracts, generate heat and protect internal organs. So they have striations, stripes. They are also known as voluntary muscles because they are under our voluntary control. They have the nuclei under the sarcolemma. Okay, and the shape can be spindle or cylindrical shape. Okay, so all those things. Next is the cardiac muscle. Next you can see the cardiac muscle. So you already know they are present on the wall of the heart. It is not under our control, so they are involuntary, right? Next, they also contain stripes. You can see those stripes, right? These also contains stripes. Next, they also have a nucleus, but they are sometimes branched. You can see the branched, right? They have the branches. Next, they are been connected with the others. See, like thread like structures are there, no? So there they are been connected with other structures. So these are known as intercalated discs, right? So these are known as intercalated discs. These stripes are seen, no? This thread like structures for connecting with the other cells. So these are known as intercalated discs. Okay, so that's the thing regarding so the cardiac muscle is helpful for the contraction and relaxation. Okay, location wall of the heart, already told you regarding that. And next is the smooth muscle, right? The next one is the smooth muscle. Yes, you can see like this. Yes, smooth muscles moves the food, urine and reproductive tract secretions, controls diameter of the respiratory pathways and regulate diameters of the blood vessel, right? So these are generally seen in the movement for the helpful for the movement of blood, okay, and reproductive secretions and the movement of the urine, okay. For all those things they have been helpful. So here also we can see this it is found in the walls of hollow organs, okay. These are generally seen as hollow shaped organs. Next, these are not non-striated involuntary, okay. You can see there are no striations, so these are non-striated and they are not in our control, that's why these are involuntary, okay. That is about the smooth muscles. Next comes our, okay, the nervous tissue. So already I have told you guys regarding this, that is all these things have been completed. Our other topics like first we have went through the epithelial tissue, in that squamous, cuboidal, columnar, ciliated, columnar. Next, connective tissue, areolar, adipose, skeletal, fluid, okay, bone, lymph, bone, cartilage, skeletal, adipose, fat cells, right, dense, okay, dense tissues. Next, the areolar, tendon, ligaments, collagens, elastic fibers, all these things. What are the associated things in that? Okay, all those things we have seen. And then we have seen the muscular, that is the striated smooth cardiac, okay. Next, then finally we are going through the nervous. So nervous, we know nervous tissue consists of vast number of cells called the neurons. So this is the structure of our neuron, right? This is the structure of our neuron. So these cells are supported by special type of connective tissues known as neuroglia, okay. So the special type of connective tissue is neuroglia, okay. So each neuron consists of a cell body, we already know that. This is the cell body, right? So this consists of a cell body, that one axon and the dendrites, okay. We all know that the axon, dendrites, one second, yes, the body, the axon, okay. These are the dendrites, these are the terminal buds, this is the myelin sheath, okay. In between the myelin sheaths, this is the node of Ranvier, okay. So that's the structure of our neuron. Neurons are commonly referred to as simple nerve cells. These are also known as nerve cells. We all know that, right? The bundles of axons bound together are called as nerves. So all this together interacted with each other, all together are known as nerves. Okay. So there are two types of tissues found in this nervous system. That is excitable, okay, excitable cells, non-excitable cells. Okay, excitable cells and excitable cells and non-excitable cells. One second, I will just show you where it is. Yeah, got it. Yes, let me show you this. Yes, see here, excitable cells, okay, excitable cells and non-excitable cells. Excitable cells, these are called neurons, and they initiate, receive, conduct and transmit information, okay. Whereas non-excitable cells, these support the neurons. That's the only thing. We have the non-myelinated and myelinated neurons, right? So that is about our nervous tissue.